Guys, thank you so much for all the love towards my channel, The Utopian Garden. And today I'm going to tell you something which I had done about a week back. I had sowed these seeds, which as you can see, saag, sarso saag. So I had sown them on the 17th of October 2020, and today is the 23rd of October. So it's been about a week, 6 to 7 days. So you can see the progress. So basically you're going to ask me like how they've grown to such let me just give you a bit of a close-up before just gotta be a little careful. So you can just have a look. They've grown to the kind of heights they have. So you're going to ask me what did I do. So I didn't do too much beyond using the regular coco peat. Let me just place it correctly according to the camera angle. So I've just used a normal coco peat out here, and this cane crate thing that was there lying in my kitchen, which was like basically unused. So I thought, why not put some coco peat in it and eventually try to grow this. I had bought from the Pusa Institute, as you can see, Pusa Saag 1. So I'm sure they must be having other varieties as well, but this is the only one they had while I went there to buy some of this seeds for vegetables and fruits. So this is the current growth after 1 week, and I'll keep you guys posted as to what exactly it turns out to be, because it is it is winter time. So out here in North India, out here in Delhi and other parts of the country such as Punjab, Haryana, etc., a lot of people prefer this diet with makki ki roti, or the roti which is made, or flatbread which is made out of corn. So this and that combination, the saag as well as makki ki roti, is an amazing combination, along with a lot of white butter or yellow one, whichever you prefer, and it is splendid in taste. I've been having this since I was probably 5-6 years old. So that's what therefore I was quite keen to grow this one on my own in my kitchen garden, because obviously you buy a lot of saag from outside when winters come in, and you end up enjoying that as well, but you never know where that saag is coming from, whether it's organic or inorganic, what kind of materials have been used to grow it, whether it's chemical or non-chemical, whatever. So the point here is I wanted to grow on my own and have a taste of how it turns out to be after I've done it with all the organic stuff that is around me. So I'll obviously share with you how I make the organic slurry. So basically I also wanted to share with you in this video that I do not use cow dung and urine, which is obviously a great option, but I do not have it readily available with me. I will try. I haven't been able to try it though, but I will try and fetch it maybe from a gaushala. So until then I'm kind of using my own organic slurry to push up the growth of these plants, all the plants that are around me. This is helping, actually. I'll be honest about it, because what I see is that the growth has been pretty good. So I sometimes use the slurry directly, like you can say about 2-3 spoons on each and every shoot, that is not really the shoot but the stem, right at the bottom of the stem. So you got to be really precise while using it. You cannot spread it around the pot. Try to use it, if you're using the concentrate of the slurry, try to push it right at the bottom of the stem, the main stem. So I've been doing that for the past week or 10 days with the home composting slurry that I have created. If you guys want me to share with you how I'm doing that slurry thing, how I've created that slurry, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll obviously share the formula with you. It's not that tough. All you got to do is, so again I'll tell you with honesty, that all you got to do is push into one container all of the waste that you get in your kitchen. Obviously when I say waste, I mean the peels of vegetables and fruits, etc., and push it in a container and just pour in some water and let it be for 3 to 5 days, and then use it. So there's another way of using it. You can probably have 1 or 2 liters of, let's say 1 liter bottle, and put in about 50 to 100 ml of that in that 1 liter of water. In about 900 ml of water, you can put about 100 ml of the organic slurry that you've created. This will eventually help you having organic slurry at all times. So as soon as you use it, put in some more water. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys, and obviously I'll share the update regarding this one with the passage of time, maybe next week. So thank you so much for watching my channel, and stay tuned to know about how it turns out to be in due course of time, and of course about the other plants that I've planted. So guys, thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. God bless.